I'd always loved birthdays, not because of the presents or the cake, but because of the little things, the warm messages, the hugs, the simple reminders that you matter. I thought this year would be no different. I'd planned a small, cozy dinner home with close friends and family. Nothing fancy, just laughter, good food, and genuine company. But as the evening drew closer, I began to sense something off. The awkward pauses, the quiet glances, the way everyone seemed to look through me instead of at me. Her name is Laura. We'd been together for 5 years, married for 3. From the start, she had this magnetic charm, the kind that could light up an entire room. But over time, I learned that charm can often hide more than it reveals. The signs had been there, the late-night messages, the hush calls, the defensiveness whenever I asked simple questions. Still, I chose to trust her, to believe in the woman I loved, blind to cracks quietly forming beneath the surface. Guests began arriving one after another, each greeting me with polite smiles and forced enthusiasm. "Happy birthday," they said, but the words fell hollow, empty, like everyone was just going through the motions. Something was wrong. My best friend kept checking his phone. My cousin couldn't stop fiddling with his fork. And Laura, she floated through the room like a hostess at a show, keeping everyone's focus anywhere but on me. Then, halfway through dinner, it hit me, hard and cold. The glances, the strange silences, the stiffness. It wasn't coincidence. Everyone there knew something I didn't. They weren't just awkward, they were complicit. And suddenly, everything made sense. The secretive phone calls, the hushed texts. Laura wasn't planning a surprise party. She was hiding something far worse. And the cruelest part? I was never supposed to find out. The night meant to celebrate me had become the stage for her deception. My stomach twisted as realization sank in. My friends, my family, even the woman I'd vowed my life to, all had chosen silence over honesty. Then her father arrived, Mr. Henderson, a man I'd always respected for his integrity and fairness. The air shifted the moment he walked in. He hadn't been part of this secret. He didn't know. And as he stood there, quietly observing, the fragile wall between truth and pretense began to crack. He said nothing at first, just watched the room with a steady, assessing gaze. Laura's easy grace began to crumble. She must have realized that her father's presence threatened the control she maintained all evening. She tried to mask her unease with exaggerated laughter, with excuses that didn't match the energy in the room. I sat there, silently watching her, my mind racing back through every unexplained moment. Every time I'd ignored my instincts, the truth had been simmering beneath the surface for months, buried under politeness and denial, and now it was finally surfacing. My birthday, a day that was supposed to be filled with warmth and affection, had turned into a test of truth, loyalty, and betrayal. Then came the moment I somehow knew was coming. Halfway through the main course, Mr. Henderson's eyes landed on Laura's buzzing phone. He picked it up, brows furrowed and scrolled. And in an instant, everything came spilling out. Messages from a man I didn't recognize, words that left nothing to the imagination. The room went dead silent. The tension was thick, suffocating. Laura's face went pale. She looked at me, her composure breaking for just a second, and that second was enough. I saw the fear, the shame, the realization that she had been caught. The birthday cake on the table suddenly felt mocking, a cruel reminder of what the night was meant to be. I didn't shout. I didn't move. I just sat there, letting the truth wash over me. Around me, friends fidgeted, eyes downcast. Some were ashamed, others too shocked to speak. They had known. They had kept her secret. And yet, it was her father, the one man untouched by the deception, who forced the truth into the open. As Laura stumbled through excuses, her voice cracking, I realized this wasn't just about infidelity. It was about every lie, every moment of manipulation, every time she'd made me question my own instincts. This night wasn't celebration. It was revelation, the end of the illusion. Her father's steady gaze never left her. His disappointment hung heavy in the air. "Laura," he said quietly, "this family was built on honesty and respect. Tonight, I see neither." His words were calm, but they struck like thunder. For once, Laura had nothing to say. No charm, No excuse could save her now. The truth stood there between us, undeniable and absolute. I didn't need to say a word. My silence spoke louder than anger ever could. The cake sat untouched, the decorations blurred into insignificance. And amid the wreckage of what should have been a celebration, I found clarity. The pain was sharp, yes, but underneath it, there was peace. For the first time, I saw things exactly as they were, stripped of lies and pretense. After dinner, I stood, grabbed my coat, and walked to the door. Laura called after me, her voice trembling, pleading, but I didn't turn back. I had given my heart, my trust, and my patience long enough. That birthday, stolen as it was, became a turning point, a line drawn between who I had been and who I was becoming. Outside, the cool night air hit me like a release. The city stretched out before me, vast and indifferent, but somehow promising something new, something honest. I was free from deceit, from betrayal, from the endless weight of pretending. The night was quiet, yet filled with possibility. Moving on wouldn't be easy, but it would be real. And in that still, defining moment, I understood something vital. Those who betray us do not define us. It's our strength to walk away, to reclaim our truth, to protect our integrity. That's what remains when illusions fall away. That night, I stepped out of the shadows of lies and into the freedom I had always deserved.